Hello again in this installment of Spiritual Wisdom. Today I thought I would talk, as I feel very inspired to make a lot of videos at the moment, and I've been waiting to make this video for a while, so I thought I would talk about what the law of karma and how it works. So I thought I would talk about that today. And before we get started, I'm just so grateful to have this little community, and I'm grateful to all of you who follow me here. So welcome back, my wise followers. And if any one of you are new here, please subscribe and join the wise community as well. And if you like this content, please give me a thumbs up and hit the like button. And if you're new here, don't forget to click the bell icon so you'll be notified each time I post a new video. So, what is karma? So essentially, when we think of karma, we think in the West we think of it as a reward system. If you do good, something good will happen to you. If you do bad, then bad things will happen to you. Now that in a simple form is how we look at karma, but karma is not necessarily a reward and punishment system. That's not necessarily what it is. In the West, that's how we look at it, but karma originally is an Eastern belief. It's found in Hinduism. There are many other religions but believe in karma. But what karma essentially is the universe in many ways is like a mirror. Whatever energy you put out, that energy is going to be reflected back to you. So if you have a good heart, you're a good, there's light and dark within all of us. But if you naturally are a very kind, compassionate, good person with a good heart, and you try and help others and you put good energy out, you're nice to everyone you meet, more often than not, those people you're nice to, you're going to get that energy back. And sometimes you might be good to the wrong people, so therefore you get nasty. The people you're nice to, they're nasty at you back. But essentially, whatever energy you put out, you're always going to get it back. So maybe when you do good for others, those people may not thank you. You may not get the respect, the appreciation you deserve. But the universe will give you that good energy back. And people who are nasty and vicious for no good reason, because they're not in the right headspace, they don't love themselves, they're taking their anger, their jealousy, their frustration out on others for no good reason, that energy is going to get them back. And essentially, what bad people, what nasty, vicious people don't realise, who hurt people for no good reason, when they hurt others, they're hurting themselves, because when you do nasty actions for no good reason, you're hurting your mind, you're hurting your physical and emotional body and your soul. Whatever energy you're putting out, you're going to get it back. And people don't understand this. When you say bad things, for example, when you think bad thoughts about an individual, you speak those bad thoughts, then you're violent and aggressive to an individual for no good reason, just because you felt like it. You get that energy back. And sometimes there's people that are so nasty, vindictive. There's one person, it was a sunny day, I was sitting outside, and this woman, a lot of people would be intimidated by her because she would shout her mouth off and just be nasty to people for no good reason. But then one day she met her match, she was nasty to the wrong person, and she got her own just desserts back. She got that energy in kind. And essentially that's how the universe works, that's how karma works. You reap what you sow. Whatever energy you're putting out for your thoughts, words, deeds and actions, you're going to get that back. And I would say you get it back tenfold as well, depending on how bad the action is. But essentially, whatever energy you give out, you're going to get that energy in kind. It's the same with some deities. A lot of people, a deity might reach out to them, they might feel drawn to a deity. For example, some people feel very drawn to, let's say, Goddess Hecate, for example. Because Goddess Hecate, the good thing is she is very popular at the moment. But there's good things and bad things about that as well. Some people, she is very popular, but people might want to work with Goddess Hecate. But then they start saying nasty, horrible things about her. and then they can't have a healthy relationship with her because of their religious trauma. And a lot of deities that might be looked at as darker natured, like Morgan, Hecate, other deities that are referred to as like dark deities, because they represent the underworld, death, the darker aspects of life. But that's not all they are. But people have got that religious trauma where if a being's labelled dark, they think that being's negative, evil, demonic, when they're not, you know. And it's so important before you work with a deity that might be reaching out to you, or you want to work with a deity, that you deal with any religious trauma you've got. Because if you're going to work with a particular deity and you're disrespectful intentionally, like you're being mean, cruel and disrespectful, that deity is not going to want to work with you, and whatever energy you're giving them, you're going to get that energy in kind. And essentially that's how karma works. You know, if you're going to be nasty to people for no good reason. Now I think there's been a time in our life where we've all been foolish, where we've acted on our impulses, where we've been angry, upset, and rather than deal with those emotions in a healthy way, we've lashed out at the wrong individual, the wrong people, and whatever energy we get, we're going to get that back. And people also don't understand, like in the Christian tradition, it's taught, because I was raised Catholic, it's taught like if you commit sins and things like that, if you commit a sin, but if you're truly remorseful, God will forgive you, and basically it's all water under the duck's back. That is maybe a Christian perspective of how the universe, God works, and if that is what an individual believes, that's fair enough. To me, no. You might be very remorseful and sorry in your heart for what you've done, but I'm afraid the universe doesn't care how sorry, how remorseful you've done. You've done wrong, you've put bad energy out for your words, thoughts and actions. Therefore, you're going to get that energy back. And yes, it's not to say the universe won't forgive you, but I would say once you've been punished, you've got a taste of your own medicine, and then you learn the lesson, then the universe will forgive you. And that's essentially how karma works, you know, like if you're a good-hearted person, you've got a good heart, you're a good and generous person, you want to help people, and you're nice to the people you meet, and you're putting good energy out there, or essentially you could say putting good medicine out, you're going to get that energy back. But if you're lashing out at the wrong people, being very nasty, cruel for no good reason, you're going to get a taste of your own medicine. No matter how sorry, how remorseful you are, you're going to get a taste of your own medicine, you're going to get that energy back. And essentially, karma is like manifestation. It's not the same, but it is similar in the sense, like, if you think bad thoughts and you focus on what you don't want starts to grow, and then you end up attracting more of the things you don't want. And, you know, manifestations like that, whereas karma is very similar in the sense, if you're thinking negative, nasty, and putting nasty, negative energy out, you're going to get a taste of your own medicine, you're going to get that back. And that's essentially, in my view, how karma works. In many ways, the universe is like a mirror. Whatever energy we put out for our thoughts, feelings, words, and actions, we're going to get that energy back, whether that's good or negative. And that's just my thoughts on how karma works, and it's such a true saying. And one of the laws of karma, because there's 12 laws of karma, but one of them is you reap what you sow. So whatever seeds, whatever intentions you put out, you're always going to get them back. As always, that is my message on how karma works. And food for thought. If you've had any experiences with karma, or what your thoughts or beliefs are, let me know down in the comments section below. And if you like this video, please hit like. And if you're new here and you've reached it this far, please subscribe. Until next time, have an amazing, magical day. May meet, may part meet again. Blessed be.